are you coming along? Breathe in the love, open up your heart. And hey, are you coming on down? Bring in the light, open up your arms. And hey, are you coming along? Breathe in the love, open up your heart. And hey, are you coming on down? Bring in the light, open up your arms. Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Yeah. Are you coming along? Yeah. Are you coming along? Hey, are you coming along? Step to the beat, dance to the drums. Hey, are you coming on down? Let loose your feet, soak up the summer. Hey, are you coming along? Turn up the night, breathe in the sound. Hey, hey, are you coming on down? Lift up the drink, drink up the sun. Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, you with the pretty face, cheer up. Hey, you not broken, just bruised. Get up. Do you know there's an empty space? So fill me up. Hey, you not broken, just bruised. Get up. Hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along?
Hey, are you coming along, Beth? How are you doing, everybody? I know that load shedding has caught us unawares. Well, not unawares, but I mean, we are sitting at high levels. We know most people are running around trying to sort kids out and trying to sort food out and in the family. Luckily, this is recorded. Beth, welcome on the call. Thank you for joining us tonight. How are you doing?
Hey, we are doing good. I feel the summer vibes. That video is so catchy. I love it. So excited.
So tell me, Beth, have you been to, I'm great. Have you been to Mauritius, Beth?
I actually have twice. We went on our honeymoon and then, which was incredible. So we did the resort thing, and the resort, so many people say just do the resort thing when you go to Mauritius, which is why I'm so excited about this incentive. And then the second time we went for 3 weeks when Christian, our first child, was 10 months old, and we stayed in an Airbnb. So we got more of like a living there feeling, but it's like that place has stolen my heart. Like, we actually trying to make plans to live there for a few months in the year because we just love the island so much. And yeah, I just want everyone to go on this incentive.
It is spectacular. I've been there once. And so I'm really looking forward to, hopefully we've got so many brand partners qualifying that I can go with as well.
It looks like you are there. What's your background?
Yeah, it's a background. It's a bit windy here. You can see, and I've got my outfit on, my tropical shirt on. So I'm excited to go. So for me, this incentive is really great because it really rewards our brand partners. And normally our incentives is just about enrollments, and we reward enrollments. But what I like about the incentive is really that this one is not only enrollments. We focus on reactivations, on those brand partners that was here before, but also on personal rank ups and people in your team that rank up. So leadership development. So it really looks at the whole business holistically, and it also rewards things like getting people on ER, because I know that you are very big on getting people on ER. So I'm very fortunate. Thank you for joining us tonight, and I'm sure that you're going to share a few interesting tidbits with us. So please hope that everybody has their pen and paper ready, or otherwise you will be up on YouTube tomorrow where the rest of the brand partners can look at it. So Beth, over to you.
Okay, awesome. Guys, I have so many notes here, so just bear with me. I get really excited about incentives, like very excited. My team knows this. And I think the first thing is, what I often realize is that an incentive with Young Living specifically indicates to us as brand partners where we need to focus. So what I love about this incentive is that there are like 3 components that I see glaring at me when I look at the requirements. And the one is getting new enrollments, new members, which is always important to grow your business. The second one is getting them on essential rewards on the monthly loyalty program, which is looking after them, taking care of them, helping them continue ordering. And then the third one is supporting your brand partners. So supporting those people who have said yes to do the business with you. So I really love to like see what the focus is. And I especially love when the focus correlates really well with the compensation plan, because sometimes an incentive is very enrollments heavy or driven, which is great. It's always good to boost your enrollments. But I know for a lot of us, like we work our businesses hard by supporting our brand partners in our team or looking after our product users. And then those things don't always get the fame and the glory. And it's really cool that in this incentive, they do. So yeah, I just love it. It's a very holistic incentive, and it's according to the compensation plan. And it's so wise to build your business according to the comp plan, because that is sustainable for longevity in your business. Okay, so to start, the very first thing I want to say is you're going to need to go to your VO. You're going to have to, what do you call it, Lee? You need to like activate your membership.
Just accept. So you go to the virtual office, go to the page, and if you haven't registered, you scroll down and just click on accept, and then the track will pop up.
Yes, it's very, very easy, guys. I was one of those late to the party people, but the cool thing is that it does pick up your points from the 1st of February, which is when this incentive started. So the first thing you're going to do when you get off this call is go to your VO, accept it, and make sure that you can check out your tracker. Then the second thing I want to tell you guys to do is not to be bamboozled by the leaderboard, because this incentive, you're running against yourself. It's a measurable incentive. There's no like only the first 20 people or the first 10 people are going to Mauritius. There are measurable ways to get these points, and every single person that qualifies is going to go to Mauritius. I'm right, Lee? That's what I understand.
Yeah, because we, you know what, like for instance, we looked at Europe's the incentive that Europe and America and everybody was running recently, and they only had certain amount of people that can go. And we said, no, we want to fill a whole jet of people, of our brand partners, and go as a big group. So there's anyone can go at any time that they join. So they didn't even have to be here from the beginning. If they just follow, like you said, do the right things on the compensation plan to earn, and it's open to everybody.
Yeah, I really love that, guys. I can't actually tell you how much I love that, because it's sometimes we just feel like, oh, there's people that enroll loads every month. They're just a high enroller. We throw out every excuse under the sun. There are no excuses for this incentive. It is really like open playing field. Even someone like me who's hit the rank of platinum, like I can't even win for ranking up. I can't win points, which is not fun. There's no hit diamond and you get extra points. So check that out. But the cool thing about this is it takes all of us back to basics, and we actually all at square one, as though I almost want to say, put your head back to when you were in your first or second month doing this business and just go back to that focus. Okay. So before I get distracted and jump into my strat, I just want to suggest that you print. You will find the frequently asked questions important to have and to read through and understand. There are a few small things there that you just need to be aware of. Like you need to hit the rank of star in the period, which you definitely will if you're going to qualify, I'm pretty sure, and the cumulative OGV and that, but it's pretty easy, and there's no big surprises. I read through the FAQs, but it's always good with any incentive just to keep yourself aware of what they are. And then, guys, the T's and C's, terms and conditions, are where it's at. I would legit suggest you print this out and you keep this by your diary, by your laptop, wherever you spend most of your time working your business, and try keep these numbers or these requirements as fresh in your mind as often as possible. If you are a leader of a team, legit, if you've enrolled one person, you are a leader of a team. Put the T's and C's out monthly on your Facebook group, on your Telegram chat, on your WhatsApp group. Share it with your brand partners and help them and remind them of it. You don't want these requirements to become like lost in all the noise. It's very important that you are very aware of it. So I'm going to be running through pretty much the ways that you can get points. Tonight, the focus is on how I would get my first 100 points, but I'm still jumping ahead and I'm going to tell you guys how to get to Mauritius. So I'm going to break down how you're going to get the points. And then I'm going to give you some ideas and strats from a brand partner's point of view, like how does that really look? Lee, you're welcome to interrupt me at any time because I'm going to be talking a lot.
I'm excited because we asked how to get your first 100. So I'm very excited that you're going to sort of go straight past the 100 and go all the way to Mauritius. So I'm very excited.
Well, the way I know that there are definitely going to be people going to Mauritius is just the first calculation I made. And this is mad. Okay, guys. So you need 400 points to get to Mauritius. Remember, if you get to Mauritius, you're going to get tier 1 and tier 2, all the oils as well, which is amazing. So you need 400 points, and in the first section of earning points is enrollments with essential rewards. Now I'm going to unpack this in a second, but I just quickly want to show you guys a high level crazy idea of how you can get to Mauritius. Okay. If you enroll people with any of the 100 PV starter bundles on essential rewards, you're going to get 8 points. So I did the math. I went 400 divided by 8 gives me 50. Okay. And then I went 50 divided by the 6 months that you have. So I need 50 enrollments like that divided by the 6 months. You're going to need 8.3-ish enrollments, which isn't a number. So 8 or 9, some months 8, some months 9. 8 or 9 new enrollments on essential rewards will get you to Mauritius and winning tier 1 and tier 2. That in itself is mind-blowing. I saw the people that qualified, massive congrats in the grow incentive for the Aroma Complete, the Premier Aroma. Sorry, I get the names wrong. But I mean, that was crazy. That had a similar strategy of new enrollments. So even if, like, I want to say, like, even worst case scenario, you don't look after your people, you don't keep them on ER, they don't rank up. Even if all you do is enroll people with 100 PV starter bundles and make their first order an essential rewards order, and you do 8 or 9 a month, you're going to Mauritius, which is crazy. Like, I just love that it's actually very doable when you divide it up and you see what the average is per month. Okay, but then I'm going to go back to the more realistic way to get there, because I think for a lot of us, 8 or 9 does feel daunting, and it feels like push for a lot of months. So I'm just going to show you, because there are so many ways to get points that I actually think some people might earn points by accident. Like, they're not even going to realize that they're getting points just by looking after their people. Okay, so I'm going according in the terms and conditions. I'm going according to these, but then I'm going to break them up in my notes. So I would suggest, if you're watching this and you really want to like delve into the strat, to print out the T's and C's, and you will be able to follow with me quite easily. Okay, so the first one is going to be, sorry, let me just catch my breath here. Lee, I haven't even told you, I feel like this baby has dropped, guys. I'm very highly pregnant. So
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
pitching on the call tonight was quite a feat. I was like,
yeah, I appreciate it. I wanted to say I appreciate it, because I know this is so close to the time. So, oh my gosh, if something happens during the call, just tell me, and I will just have to come back.
I'll switch the camera off if something happens. Don't worry, I won't make you see it all. Anyways, okay. No, I'm good to go. I think I must just sit up more. I mustn't lean on my belly. Okay, so guys, I think a very important thing to do when you are enrolling a new member, and this is something I echo to my team over and over and over, but I realize some people have lost sight of this, and that is always make an enrollment, a first-time enrollment, an ER order. So I just want to say what I tell people. So if someone tells me that they want to enroll with a premium starter bundle, I tell them, I don't ask them, I tell them to make it their first ER order. And then I say, either this month you're going to get this freebie, whatever the freebie is at 100 PV, or I say you're going to get points if it's points that month. And then I give them the value of those points. And then I say quite clearly, and this is quite a cool place to give a segue and explain ER to someone, because I think you all understand, like, when someone is interested in essential oils, sometimes we can word vomit them. We can tell them about enrolling, essential rewards, and the business all in one conversation, and then you've lost them. They just wanted to try lavender. So if you have them at the point they want to do 100 PV enrollment with one of the discounted bundles, firstly, I always suggest a premium starter bundle. Secondly, just make them do it on ER. So this is where I will explain to them all of the perks of ER. And I will, sorry, let me just follow my notes here. Explain that there's no cancellation fee. They have a minimum of a month before their next order, which gives me also time to follow up with them. My strategy with ER is, say now you enroll with me on the 16th of February. I will, as soon as your premium starter bundle has arrived, I will tell you to go into your VO just so that you get familiar with it and move out your date to the last available day in March, because that gives that person's budget a little bit more wiggle room. And then I say, then don't stress. I'll check in with you a few days before that, and you'll see you're probably going to want to try one or two of the other products. So give yourself that time and have them stretch it out so that they've at least got a month before their next ER order is going to go off. And I explained to them how they accumulate points. And just from the first order, they've already got 10 points, and what that's equal to, roughly 145 Rands worth of product just for free. And that they're going to get loyalty oils on month 3, 6, 9, and 12. And discounted shipping with ER, that's actually a huge no-brainer. And then I also explained that the longer you stay on, the more you earn back. And that this is my real talk. And I think this is for many of us. I'll say Essential Rewards is how I could afford a low tox lifestyle. We budgeted in a minimum of 750-ish Rand per month to stay on the loyalty program. So I know this is now a huge pitch for ER, but I think you really, really need to have all of the perks of Essential Rewards really fresh in your mind or fresh on the text so that you know how to explain it to someone, because it really is a no-brainer. Like if I see an enrollment come in the VO in my business with someone else and it was like over 100 PV and it wasn't on ER, over 50 PV and it wasn't ER, it's just sad. It's unnecessary because people have time, and so many of them, I mean, our products sell themselves, want to order more after their first order, and then they've lost out on the points that they could have earned on that first order. So kind of just tell people to do it and tell them that they can cancel, and then it's on you to check up with them just before their next.
You know what blows me away about our ER program is the percentage that you're getting back. I mean, if you look at normal loyalty programs, on average for every 100 Rands that you're spending, you're getting 2 Rand back, right? So I mean 2%, which is that's the average, and that's on the high side. And then they still trick you by putting a few zeros at the end, making it look like it's a lot, but it's not, right? So our loyalty program is really, really a very rich program. So which I always love.
It's very generous. And like for a lot of us, I know a lot of us were joking the other day, like it's how we can afford like Thieves toothpaste, because it's like the best toothpaste ever, but it feels pricey, but not when you're cashing in rewards points. So exactly. There are a few products on our price list or catalog that feel a little bit bougie or like luxury, but we really want to be using them. And this is a way that you literally only pay for shipping. It's like mind-boggling. They accumulate so quickly. Okay. Yes, that is that on that point. The next one I wanted to say, okay, so you're going to see the first section is going to tell you how many points you get when you enroll someone and have them on ER. However, even if you just enroll someone with a one-time order or a quick order, sometimes there's promotions that are quick order only. You will still be getting points, generous points. So that is amazing. I just straight away, my mind and eyes go to what I sell to people first, and that is premium starter bundle on Essential Rewards. And that just in itself is 8 points. I'm going to unpack a bit later what happens if they continue ordering. Okay, so the next one is you earn points with Essential Rewards. So if they order Essential Rewards order later, they also get points. So say now you enroll them as a quick order and then they join ER in the 6-month window of the incentives, you're also going to get points. If they order consecutively, this blows my mind, guys. You need to go look at the points. You're going to get points for every month they order consecutively. And there are some examples that just show very reasonable orders, nothing crazy, a few 100 PV, a few 50 PV. And just like this, you're going to accumulate points like 28, 32 over the 6 months. So what that leads me to telling you is what it's going to require of you is to look after your brand partners. So there cannot be space for enrolling someone and going quiet. You have to. I was actually chatting to a girl in my team earlier today that does the business too. And we were just saying, like, the first rule of network marketing is communication. You need to be communicating. You need to be networking. That's what we are doing. And it doesn't have to be sleazy or skeezy. You just need to offer your support and help. And very much, and I say this with lots of love in my heart, when we are in a new market like we are in South Africa, you're going to be offering a level of customer service. You're going to be offering to even guys type up an email for them that they can send to customer service. Like, there's so many ways that you can make it easier for your new member, with a system or with a step that isn't overwhelming to you, but maybe to a new member. So yeah, just being willing and able to help people is going to be huge. Then the next section, okay, sorry, I'm still on the one about if they're ordering every month. I want to encourage, I'm just giving strat that I would give to my team. So use it, don't use it. That's always my prerogative. It's just things that I see or catch my eye. The next thing I would do is make use of the My YL Life. We call them retention gifts, but to a new member, I don't like to call it a retention gift. As a brand partner, we're like, yeah, we get that as a retaining your members. But speak to them about the My YL Life program, because guys, the freebies on that program is so rad. Like what you get for free if you do 100 PV for 3 months in a row each month. So I would point that out to someone. You don't want to assume that someone can't afford something, or you don't want to assume that someone is going to spend the minimum, which is 50 PV. You want to show them, because I know, I mean, I started using Young Living products before I was doing the business as a mom on a very, very tight budget, but I still liked a good deal. So the My YL Life, it's a good deal. So if I were you, I would use that corporate has set in place to support us to get your members earning continuously. And again, there is no reason why it shouldn't be on ER. Even though you can make use of My YL Life as quick orders, one-time orders, it doesn't have to be. Keep it on ER, because then they're going to get, by month 3, they're getting a free oil as well. It's like the gift that doesn't stop giving. Essential rewards, we need to go back to making it a non-negotiable. Slight segue, when I started the business, my upline in America told us this story about a brand partner that she had in Florida that had 100% ER rate. So she asked her, like, how on earth do you do that? And then she's like, oh, I thought it was compulsory. I didn't know it was optional. So she just pitched to people and shared the lifestyle of going low tox, and said, like, okay, so you start with the premium starter bundle, and then and she did that, like, directive, positive, life-giving speech. Like, the way we speak resonates so much with the person on the other side deciding how to buy. Don't like, oh yeah, maybe you want to join the loyalty program, okay, bye, run away. No, speak confidently. And then you're gonna make it an ER order, and you're gonna stay on ER because it's the best loyalty program. And if you aren't sure of any of these things, and this is a very real conversation now, if you have felt like, oh my word, I don't know if I even want to stay on ER, do some digging, figure out why it is the best loyalty program on the market. You need to believe it if you're going to be sharing it and selling it to people. I'm like 100% convinced I would be on Essential Rewards even if I wasn't earning a paycheck with Young Living. Like, no doubt about it, because it's the only way I can afford to use the products properly because of all the perks. It makes it affordable. Okay, and you can budget it in. It's a huge thing. Being able to budget it in and transfer buying. And yeah, I mean, I can share my story till I'm blue in the face, but in a nutshell, I do always share with people the biggest thing that we transfer bought was over-the-counter medication. For some people, it's toiletries. For some people, it's Ningxia, swapping out energy drinks for Ningxia. My husband and his whole team swap out energy drinks for multigreens because they get like the same kick in the media industry. They get quite addicted to energy drinks, and he's got all of them on multigreens. So whatever your story is, you don't need to find new money. People don't have to find new money to spend on ER. They just need to learn what swaps they can make with their existing budget. Okay. Lee, do you want to comment or must I keep going?
No, carry on. This is really great. Just something I saw, read the article this morning about the sugar content in cool drinks, and the existing energy drinks got seven, like the small tin, got 7 tablespoons or teaspoons of sugar in it, and something like tonic got 6, which doesn't even taste sweet, and appetizer got 9. I mean, it's crazy the amount of sugar that the cool drinks has in there. So yeah, so swap it out for Ningxia.
Yeah, swap it out for Ningxia. I always have my biggest Ningxia swap is takeaway coffees. Even though I love takeaway coffees, I'm like, no, it's so much healthier for your body to have a Ningxia sachet, and similar price then that you're swapping out. Okay, so the next section you'll see in the T's and C's with how to accumulate points is going to be for reactivations. Reactivations, there are points, they're not as generous. They're roughly half the amount compared to new enrollments. But I do want to make a point of this because, guys, reactivations is very special in this case. I always considered a reactivation someone that hasn't ordered in a year. Corporate is counting someone who hasn't ordered in 6 months. Okay, so what that means is you have access to figure out who these people are in your VO. So after a year of not ordering, they fall out of your VO and you can't find their details anymore, like their email address, cell phone number. When they're in that 6 to 12 month window of not ordering, you can reactivate them and it will count for this incentive. Okay, so I think that is huge. You can pull a report in your VO. You can have a look who hasn't ordered for 6 months to 12 months and follow up with them. They might just be low down in your organization, or there might be someone that you've forgotten to get back to. A nice way to always start that conversation is just asking people if they've got any oils that they're not using, and if you can help give them ideas on how to use them. Just almost like reintroduce them to the products. Make sure that they're not sitting with any oils gathering dust. It's very important that they're using their oils. And sometimes it actually even takes an apology to tell someone, I'm so sorry you enrolled with me like 7 months ago and I fell off the face of the earth. Is there any way I can help you? Is there any way I can serve you with natural wellness lifestyle? You don't have to be like, do you want to shop with me? Like straight away. You can just start a human conversation. And yeah, sometimes it does actually require an apology or just bridging that gap of silence that you've maybe given them. And yeah, I just want to encourage everyone not to be ashamed of that. I've had my fair share of housekeeping in my organization through seasons of things being very busy and dropping balls and not following up with people correctly. So yeah, reactivations is actually a very soft spot in my heart. I just want to share what a reactivation means, that they haven't ordered 50 PV in the last 6 months. So yeah, if they have ordered, I believe under 50 PV, it doesn't count. It needs to be 50
that has to be
PV to
50
stay
PV.
active.
50 PV in 1 month.
50 PV, yeah, accumulative in 1 month. There could have been like two quick orders or something. Yeah. Okay, and what I also just want to point out, because this does happen to some of us, I'm not going to harp on it too much. You're welcome to contact member services about this a bit more if you want some more information. But if someone is outside of your organization and they want to enroll with you and they haven't ordered in the last 6 months, they can pay the $35 penalty and order through you, move to your team. Okay. So in the first 6 months, there's a 3 upline form, and it's not encouraged. I always try with any of these situations to plug them in with their upline, but sometimes their upline has fallen off the face of the earth. So you can contact member services. There are legit ways. Policies and procedures do cover this. So I just want to point this out. If you are saying, I'm speaking to someone through social media, this happens to me quite a bit, and they say, oh, I haven't ordered in ages. I really want to be in your team. There are ways that they can be on your team very completely above board. There is a $35 penalty from the 6 to 12 month time period. Once they haven't ordered for 12 months, they can reactivate anywhere with no penalty. So I just want to point that out, because I think I feel like the whole world going through a boom with so many people trying out the low tox lifestyle and even trying out this business. It definitely happened to so many of us that we experienced like a flood of new members. A lot of those members have gone inactive. Yes, they have experienced the properties of how products and they still want to use them. So reactivations are like, I feel like a special group of people on their own. Treat them well, look after them, and yeah, give them a new feel of Young Living and the amazing culture we have. Okay, then what is the next one? Oh, this is also quite cool, is along with reactivations is you also get points for if you get people in your team who may be enrolled as a one-time order or ER and cancelled. If you're going to reactivate them with ER, you're going to get extra points, which is great. Okay, then the next section, this is actually the section that usually excites me the most, but my focus is on new enrollments and essential rewards. But I do love coming alongside my brand partners and helping them rank up. I don't know if you guys have heard the saying, we rise by lifting others, but that is so beautiful for this business model. I love it. So if you're going to help people in your business rank up, you are going to do so well in this incentive. Okay, so the first one is, you will see there's a whole section for when your personally enrolled members rank to all the way from star to platinum. And then you're going to get like crazy extra points, guys. I'm talking crazy extra points for if they hold onto that rank for consecutive months. Star is only up to 1 consecutive month, but from senior star to platinum for 2 consecutive months, you can hit these points. And I'm talking crazy points, like 25 to 30 points just for a member. So if you help, for instance, Susie, you're going to help her hit senior star for the first time. Susie is going to get, no, you are going to get 6 points. Susie's also going to Mauritius. Don't worry, she's getting her own points. And then she keeps her senior star for 2 months, guys. This is mind blowing. Susie is going to get, where am I on senior star? She's going to get 20 and then 30 points. No, sorry, not Susie, you are, if Susie does that. So, I mean, this is crazy. This just goes to show if you have a hungry distributor, star, senior star, executive even, obviously it gets harder to hit those ranks, but this is how the ripple effect happens in network marketing. So I would really focus on your distributors and your stars, hitting star and senior star. It's super attainable, and then holding those ranks. Not only are they going to get the silver points, but you're going to get so many points, and they're probably going to head to Mauritius if they are enrolling in this time period at that rate. So yeah, I want you guys really to look at that page. It's page 6 on the T's and C's. This part blew my mind because it's super important to help your personally enrolled with this.
And Beth, I really like that strategy, because if you go to your distributors, a few of them, and you get, say, 4 stars, right? I mean, that has a knock-on effect on the next level, which is the senior stars, and then that has a knock-on effect on the executives, right? So it just start with what's easy. It's the smaller ranks. So I really like that strategy a lot, because if you can get a few people to rank up to star, that will help your OGV tremendously to heat up to the next ranks. So I like that one.
Okay, but sorry, I did make a slight error here. I'm just reading the heading clearly again. So there are 2 sections. Just have a look at page 6. The top section are the points you're going to get for your personally enrolled. The bottom big section with these big points are what your is points when you personally rank up. So this is where it's really cool if you yourself are sitting at distributor star or senior star executive and you are going for the next rank and you hold it. Sorry, that little bit is for you personally. The previous bit, which is also really generous points, is for your personally enrolled. But it's all on page 6. I feel like page 6 is where the business magic is lying. Okay, then sorry, Lee.
No.
Okay, yeah, then I just highlighted here that for my next section is just to read through the communication, because there are a few little things like placing your essential rewards order in the month after the incentive is finished, because that's how you're going to get your free oils. So just have a read through the rest of the T's and C's, because I think it's very important, and don't assume anything, because this is such a generous incentive, but there are some requirements that are needed from you as a brand partner. But I'm sure corporate as well as your leaders will be reminding all of us as the time nears what to do, how to actually get your oils in your hand. I just don't want anyone to go without this. But yeah, guys, have a look through the T's and C's, because that shows you exactly how you're going to get your points. You can even, like, they're nicely tabled. You can cut out all the tables and like stick them together, put them on your mirror. I remember when I started this business, that my upline said to me, I must put the rank requirements just on the normal comp plan, rank requirements. I must stick it on my mirror and look at it every day and memorize those numbers. And memorizing those numbers made it real for me. Don't ever think, I mean, guys, my biggest dream was silver. I remember thinking, like, oh my word, if I had gold, I'm retiring for life. Like, little did I know I'd fall in love with this business. But it's crazy to, once you visualize it and you see the momentum happening in your team, it's not impossible. Like, I promise you, I'm here to tell you guys, it's not impossible to rank to silver and above. So put these out and have a look at them continuously. And then, yeah, I just wanted to leave you guys again with those last, what I started with. The 3 things you're going to focus on is 1, enrollments, new enrollments. 2nd, essential rewards, non-negotiable. And this is where customer service comes in, because if your customer service is up to date and on it, then you can confidently tell them that they're not going to have any money go off their account without their knowledge or anything. You're going to be checking up with them. Remember, also with essential rewards, you do get 1 grace month in a 12-month cycle. This is huge, guys. You don't have to just cancel your ER, but it's very important to do these things with open communication with member services. It is sometimes frustrating when people just don't order and they're like, oh, I took a grace month. I'm like, did you tell member services? Because they need to action it. Otherwise, it's going to cancel your ER. And then you start back at month 1. So there are amazing things built into the program, but just always keep open communication with member services. And you know that as a leader. So this is how you're going to support and serve your team. And then the 3rd one is going to be, I think it's just a really good strategy, and that is helping your new brand partners hit the rank of star and then duplicate that. So yeah, that's all from me.
That's oh, Beth, you don't understand how I appreciate it, because you really make it easy to understand. What I've done is also, I've got a few examples of how to earn points instead of just showing the slides, and some of the examples that's in the FAQs and the T's and C's, but it's very important, print them, plan. And this is what we spoke about when you guys were here last week. We spoke about income producing activities, right? So not only are you going to earn points by doing these activities, you're going to earn money, right, from in the compensation plan. You're going to build your business. So this is a way of, I love looking after your people, because that is building sustainably, is making sure, and ER, that's the other focus, which I really like. So so thank you guys. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat. I will ask, we'll come back to Beth if there's any questions. What I'll quickly do is I'll quickly take you just through a few examples of, well, firstly, what all the prizes are, but I'm sure by now you know. So for tier 1, which is 100 points, and you'll see now how easy it is to achieve 100 points. So we've got the branded 10 oil bag, we've got fennel essential oils, which is the oil that wherever I go, people ask, when is Young Living getting fennel? Forgiveness, sage, Roman chamomile, and Australian piranha. So this is valued at 3,300, and it's 100 points. Tier 2 is 250 points. These, you get all the tier 1 gives: motivation essential oils, Dreamcatcher, Journey On, cardamom and eucalyptus blue. And then obviously that's valued at 6,600. And then our tier 3, which is Mauritius, which we've been speaking about. And I've really been investigating the Ravanala Hotel. It is a beautiful, all-suite hotel. They've got 10 restaurants. All the food is inclusive. All the drinks at the resort is inclusive. There's going to be a trip to Port Louis to go shopping. There's going to be, I mean, other than where you can eat wherever you want to, there's going to be a nice gala evening at the end where we're going to have a beautiful braai on the beach. So and there's not only is there beach, it's right next to a river. There's some entertainment at night. There's so much going on here. So return air flights from Johannesburg, and all of this is valued at a whopping 36,600 Rand. So I'm not going to take you through the points because it's a lot, it looks like a lot. I'm rather going to give you an example of, so if you enroll a brand new partner in February with 100, say 100 PV order, you earn, in February, you will earn 8 points on this person. Now, so 100 PV ER, those are the two keywords. So next month, that person plays another 100 or above 100 ER order. You're getting 4 points because they are placing an ER order that's above 100, plus another 3 points because it's the second month that they are on ER, the consecutive month. So, and that carries on. April, another 4 points, another 3 points, because they keep on playing for every month, 100 PV order on ER. So it is a whopping 43 points. So Beth, to your point, if you enroll 2 people, you said in the beginning 9 people a month, right, to get to Mauritius. But I mean, if you just look at one person on ER over this whole period, is a 43 points. I mean, that's already halfway through tier 1, right? So that's on the. So then I've got another example here. So they enroll on ER 108 points. March they place another 100 PV ER order. They get 7 points. April they do the same. But what happens if, for instance, they drop off they still stay on ER, but they don't make the 100? So you will then still get points because it's a 50 PV order on ER. Next month they do the same, as well as in July. So they didn't maintain the 100. So you're not getting the consecutive months because they started off on the 100, so they dropped to 50. So you're still getting the 2 points for the ER, but unfortunately you're not getting the consecutive months. But in this scenario, you're still getting 28 points, which is very strong. It's very generous. I like the word generous that Beth is using so often. So now I want to show you the other way around. So they didn't enroll with a PSB, but they enrolled with at least a 50 PV order on ER. They're getting 5 points. Next month they place another order on ER, 50 points. They're getting 2 points plus 3 points, which is 3.5 points. Then what happens? They then realize, okay, I've got so much more products that I need and discover it. So then they go to ER, 100 PV points. So you're getting 4 points. And then next month they're getting the consecutive points. So as you can see, sorry, those last 2 blocks needs to be 100 PV. I do apologize for that. So in this scenario, so you're not getting the consecutive points when they go down, but we're rewarding them if they actually do the 100 PV on ER. So this is whopping 33.5 points. So I'm not going to go through the reactivations because it works roughly the same, but like Beth said, about half the points. And then just, you can take a screenshot if you haven't seen this. If you personally enroll, your ranks up. So this can be somebody that you enrolled at any given time. But as long as they just enroll between February and June, remember this one, make sure that you see this on the terms and conditions. This is June, not July, because unfortunately we need to go to Mauritius, so we have to cut off the rank ups because of the commission run. And then if you personally rank up, there's the whopping points that Beth is speaking about, between 20, 25, 30 points. So those are really great. Then I'm just going to, Beth mentioned all of these, so I'm not going to go through them again. But what I want to do is I actually want to welcome the first people to our leaderboard. So please give a warm welcome. I'm going to go to, these are people that has already earned points in February. Andrea, Annika, Anna, Annalise, Benjamin, Beth, Claudia, Devon, Desiree, Dharmisha, Elisma, Elzan, Hesmeri, I see Hesmeri's on the call, Esther, Yanine, Chris, Laura, Leandri, Lee, Linda, Lisa, there's 2 Lisas, Mareka, Marinda, Marinette, another Mareka, Melissa, Minky's on the call, I saw her earlier, Monique is on the call, congratulations, Nadine, Nicolette, Nolene, Soon, Talita, Veronique, and Yulandi with an I. Congratulations, guys. So welcome on the leaderboard. This is only month 1. And remember that AD said, this incentive makes sense to go hard in the beginning of the incentive. And then you get people who love on them, you maintain, they get him on ER. So February is not over. I know payday is only from tomorrow. So go back to those leads, speak to them, and then I hope that you are coming along with us and Beth to Mauritius. Beth, was
Awesome.
there is there any questions that we missed?
I don't think there are no questions here. I think we're all on the same place. We just ready to look after our people. We are doing this. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, thank you very much, Beth. Thank you for contributing. And now you can
Such a
relax. And if you need to go into labor, you can go into labor.
I'm far from going into labor. Don't worry.
Okay, no, okay, cool. Then we're fine. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your time. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. So just want a reminder that the ticket sales, we have extended the ticket sales for the Fragrance Roadshows till Sunday. There's some sticker there. Bloemfontein is sold out. Congratulations to Hesmery. I saw you on. Congratulations to Hesmery and to Karen. You guys have been phenomenal. There's still tickets for Johannesburg and Cape Town. And then we will have our launch call at the end of the month, but we'll communicate that. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you shortly. Bye.